Hi guys, it is Saturday, the first Saturday in August 2026, and this is the weekly portfolio review for the Hindsight 50/50s fund. I'm going to take a look at some transactions and then we'll get into the individual portfolio performance. Before we get too far, this is a disclaimer. Take a moment and read it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This time it's on you. At any rate, I love you, I still don't know you, and I wish you luck. So here's our portfolio for the week. It was a decent week. treeFiddy finished up at 22,438, a percentage change of 8.9%. vinnieSmokinInTheBigRoom is at 92,944, a 5.21% change to the positive. The Hindsight 50/50, $7,446, up 0.26%. Our outlier this week was gideonGhost. It was at 43.63, but down 2.18%. herSweetA, the SCHD only portfolio, finished at $6,913, up 0.8% on the week. And veraSwang, finally 57,902, was up 3.9% on the week. Let's take a look at some transactions. In treeFiddy, we actually purchased every day. We bought on Monday about half a share of the S&P 500 VOO. Then on Tuesday, it looks like we bought about 3 shares of SPMO. Wednesday, about another half share of VOO. Thursday, looks like 2 more shares of SPMO. And then on Friday, approximately 5 shares of SPMO and another half share of VOO. So for the week, 1.5 shares of VOO and 10 shares of SPMO. We also had a purchase in vinnieSmokinInTheBigRoom, just 5 shares of SOFI. It dropped below $16 and we were right there. Dividends for the week, or for the, that was for the week. No, I take that back. That was for the month. I'm tripping. We had $72.72 coming from Medtronic and GPIQ, $14.58 from one, $58.14 from the other. I want to call out some really cute number stuff that we see here. We look at the dividends, we have a 72 and a 72. In the Medtronic and GPIQ, we have a 58 and a 14 for both of those. So I just thought that was a interesting looking number set there. Okay, let's take a look at herSweetA and gideonGhost. So starting off here, we'll take a look at herSweetA. This is the SCHD only position, 6,913.97 cents. It was up 0.8% on the week. And next we'll take a look at gideonGhost. This one clocked in at $40,363 for the week, down 2.18%, just under $900. The first position that we'll take a look at is SPMO, the S&P 500 Momentum ETF, currently trading at 143.26. It was down 0.35% on the day. And on the week, it was down 3.54%. Next, we have Abbott Laboratories, up 2.95% on the week, trading at 106.04. The next ticker we'll take a look at is Amazon. It had a really good week after earnings, up 15.74% on the week, currently trading at 270.32. Next we have IREN. This one is currently down 3.85% on the week. It's got a long way back to the mid-60s where I believe we purchased it at, currently trading at 36.72. Alrighty, next up, let's take a look at the treeFiddy portfolio. It's at 22,438, up 8.9% on the week, or an increase of $1,834.11. The first holding that we'll take a look at here is going to be Meta. Had earnings this week. That's kind of where we see this drop off here in the middle here on the 29th. It was down 6.88% on the week. Next we have good old VOO, the S&P 500, up 0.5% on the week, currently trading at 684.58. And then Alphabet, 354.20, up 10.6% on the week. Next we have SMH, the VanEck Semiconductor ETF, down 4.47% on the week, currently trading at 538.79. And then another holding of the S&P 500 Momentum ETF SPMO. Again, as we mentioned, down 3.54% on the week, currently trading at 143.26. Microsoft, our hero for the week, has gotten back into the 400s, currently trading at 461.99. It was up 20.94% on the week. Alrighty, next we're going to take a look at the Hindsight 50/50 portfolio, the namesake. It ended up at 7446.64, up 0.26% on the week. I want to call out this week's episode is actually brought to us by Mercenary IPA. So let's get to the first holding here. The first holding that we're going to take a look at is going to be Grab. It's at 351, up 4.61% on the week. We have 100 shares of this. It's 4.71% of the portfolio. Next is BMNR. It's got a long way back as well, up 2.12% on the week. It's currently trading at 17.07. We have 90 shares, just over a fifth of the portfolio. Then ORBS, or 8Co Holding, down 3.85% on the week. It's 0.81% of the portfolio. Kodiak AI is next, up 3.49% on the week, currently trading at $4.45. We have 50 shares. It's just under 3% of the portfolio. After that, we have Lucid Group, up 13.87% on the week. Very nice. Currently trading at $7.38. After that, we have ONDS, currently trading at $7.38. I felt like I just said that. 804, it was down on the week. And I did. The Lucid Group is at 738, and ONDS is also at 738. Next, we have SERV Robotics, trading at $4.72. It was down 4.55% on the week. And we have 50 shares. It's about 3% of the portfolio. QXO is next, 1343 is what it trades at. It was down 3.59% on the week. We have 91 shares, 16.41% of the portfolio. After that, we have UEC, or Uranium Energy Corp, trading at $9.55, down $1.55% on the week. We have 30 shares. It's 3.85% of the portfolio. VG, Venture Global, down 4.86% on the week, currently trading at $13.70. This is 23.96% of the portfolio. Next, we have Zeta Global, 1.36% up on the week, currently trading at $21.66. We have 45 shares. It's almost 13% of the portfolio. Archer Aviation, 3.06 down on the week, trading at $4.60. IREN, 36.72 is what it trades at, down 3.85% on the week. We have 5 shares in this portfolio. It's just under 2.5% here. Okay, we're going to take a look at vinnieSmokinInTheBigRoom. This is one of my favorite ports. I like the holdings, and it's kind of the one that I use for like my daily tracking. I'm still kind of old school, so like throughout the day, I literally write down just numbers, just random numbers, stock prices and times. And this is the one that I use for tracking that. This portfolio actually reached, I want to say, $102,000 around the 1st of June, and has kind of slid a bit down since then, but it's working its way back up. At any rate, let's take a look here. The first holding that we're going to take a look at will be SOFI Technologies. We did pick up 5 more shares this week. It was down 2.88%. Had earnings this week and dropped as its kind of normal course. Our average cost is $16.45. It's currently trading at $16.21. We have 40 shares, making up about 0.7% of this portfolio. Next, we have Energy Transfer, ET, up 1.52% on the week. We have 200 shares, equating to about 4.5% of the portfolio, currently trading at $20.42. Next we have NVIDIA working its way back to 200, or dropping below 200 this weekend, working its way back. It's down 6.43% on the week. We have 54 shares, or about 11.5% of the portfolio. Next is VGT, the Vanguard Information Technology ETF. It's currently trading at 112.20. It was down 1.22%. It's saying today, but on the week it was actually up 9.04%. We have 600 shares, portfolio diversity 72.92%. Next we have Venture Global VG, down 4.86% for the past week, currently trading at $13.70. We have 200 shares here, or just under 3% of the portfolio. Next is VIS, the Vanguard Industrials, trading at 344.63, down 1.93% on the week. We have 20 shares, about 7.5%. Alrighty, before we get out of here, we're going to take a look at one last portfolio. This is veraSwang. It's currently at 57,902. It was up 3.9% on the week. Let's take a look at the holdings. The first holding that we want to take a look at here is going to be Amazon. As you see, Robinhood is mentioning it recently experienced elevated volatility. This is after its earnings, where it started its climb to 270. It's up 15.74% on the week. We have 40 shares in this portfolio. Next we have Cameco, or Cameco, CCJ, trading at 85.78. It's down 3.06% on the week. We are down 34.16% overall on this position. We have 15 shares, and we'll see how it goes. The great scholar Mick Jenkins once said, sometimes you gotta hold a loss, and that's what we're doing right now. Next is GPIQ on the Goldman Sachs NASDAQ 100 Premium Income ETF, currently trading at $55.31. It was down 0.82% on the week. We have 116 shares, or about 11% of the portfolio. Next is SCHD. This is where our larger SCHD holding resides. It was up 3.7% on the week. We have just under 860 shares, or just under 49% of the portfolio. And of course, SCHD is having a really great year. It's up 15% year to date. The VanEck Semiconductor ETF, SMH, down 4.47%, trading at 538.79. We have an additional 5 shares here, or about 5% of the portfolio. Next is Medtronic, trading at 85.95. It was up 3.34% on the week. We have about 20 shares here, or just a smidge over 3% of the portfolio. Next is DRAM, the Round Hill Memory ETF, at 49.75. It was down 8.33% on the week. We have 10 shares, or about 0.86% of the portfolio. Next is the NEOS MLP Energy Infrastructure High Income ETF, or MLPI, Mike Lima Papa India, trading at 54.37, down 1.04% on the week. We have 103 shares, or just under 10% of the portfolio. Alrighty, it looks like I am out of screens. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Enjoy it and get yourself recharged for Monday. It's going to be a long week. We have some earnings coming up. I'm sure that there will be fluctuations. The market tends to go up and down. That's its nature. I believe it moves up and to the right over time. I hope that's your experience. I love you. Wish you luck. Get out of here.